Hello, family of vinyl friends. How's it going? Darren here from the Music Vault, and I am gonna do my Razor collection. Probably, most definitely, 100% my favorite speed thrash band, and they are Canadian, and they're from Guelph, Ontario. So let's jump right in this sucker. Up first is Armed and Dangerous. This is their first EP. Some of these songs are on this album. This is on Standard Black. I don't think this came with any inserts or anything. I think it was just straight black. Well, let me take a look. I hate these Blake sleeves, or whatever they're called. I heard somebody call them Blake sleeves once, or something. I just hate them. So it comes with album sleeve, but on straight black album. The glue on this sucker has come undone, and I just noticed that now. So I'm gonna have to fix that. But I think what I'll do is I'll leave it out. Now, I know this is released on CD as well, and I do want to pick it up on CD. So eventually I'll end up getting it on CD as well. Eventually I want to get all the Razor albums on CD, vinyl, and I want to hunt down the cassettes. I'd like to get original pressing of cassettes. I don't know if I think it's High Roller Records or Floga Records. I don't know. It's one of those guys. They put out a box set a number of years ago, and yeah, I definitely have to get that. I know that I think it's 75 euros plus shipping. So I think it's going to cost me probably at least 150 bucks Canadian. So when I can muster up the cash, then I'm going to grab it. Up next, the album that we're listening to, Executioner's Song. I can't remember what year this came out. Early 80s, probably like 83. Yeah, I'll figure it out in a second. By the next one, I think maybe 84. So anyways, yeah, this was, oh, wait a second, I'll tell you right now. War Music, I think this came out in 84, so this must have been 85 or something. And then I got the vinyl version. Yeah, this came out in 85. This is the vinyl version. Now this is the repressing of Executioner's Song. Straight black. And now this one came out on Unidisc, and it replicated the Viper Records logo and attic and everything. Yeah, so up next, Evil Invaders, and this one came out in 1985 as well. This is the original pressing of the vinyl, original pressing of the CD, and the slipcase version. which is the same CD as that one. It's just that this one has a slipcase on it. So I figured, I spotted it in a used bin. The slipcase has got a little bit of whatever, but I figured, you know what? I'm gonna grab it. And the cover for this CD is a little waterlogged, but it's cool to have in my collection because I love Razor and I love collecting Razor. So, but yeah, so that's the original, and now this is the 2019 repress or reissue, and the difference is the logo. For one, this is solid red. This is red with a white outline, if you can see. Pretty much identical backing, except for right here is the Viper logo. There's no Attic Records. This one is the repressing, has Attic Records, and then there has the Unidisc logo with the Viper Records. Just a little bit of a different layout. The covers are no different, except for the writing, like the logo of the band. Up next is Malicious Intent, and this has got my one of my favorite Razor songs, Tear Me to Pieces. I just love the way it starts. Yeah, that's the original pressing on CD. This is the original pressing on vinyl. Some of these, I listen to these guys a lot, so the albums aren't 100% mint. So that's why I went with all of the reissues. This is the 2019 reissue. Again, the only thing really different is the Attic logo up there and the Unidisc logo right there. They still have the Viper Records insignia and everything on them. The back cover, virtually the same. Front cover, other than the writing, or the logo I mean, virtually the same. The represses sound nice too. I really like the repress sounding. Now, this next one was the last album to feature the drummer, Mike Embro, and the bass player, Dave Campanolo, there you go. And that is Custom Killing. Apparently, from the stories I've heard, this was a bit of a departure from this band. The first song on this, Survival of the Fittest, is friggin' awesome. I haven't heard this in a long time. It is a good album, don't get me wrong. I love this album. Again, the first track, Survival of the Fittest, is awesome. And I also have that one on cassette as well. I don't have this one on CD. And this one, oh, another thing too, the other ones were on Attic and that. This is on their own label, Fist Fight Records, and it was put out by Fringe Records, which, if anybody knows Canadian metal, I believe that Fringe was a distributor. Yeah, a distributor of a lot of the Canadian stuff. I don't think they put out stuff like in the States kind of thing, but I think they distributed a lot of American or Canadian albums, like Dogs with Jobs, Sacrifice, Razor, Sudden Impact, like they were a crossover punk band. And I mean, just a crap ton more. They might have pressed or distributed American bands up here. I don't know. I should go through all my stuff and see what I have on Fringe Records, because I know I have probably quite a bit. Anyways, that's Custom Killing. Oh, and this one originally came out in '87. That's the original pressing. I showed you the cassette. Up next is probably, no, not probably, this is my favorite Razor album ever. And that is Violent Restitution. Everything from the martial arts, that opening scream, right to Behind Bars, to I Only Say It Once, to Enforcer, to Soldiers of Fortune. This album is my favorite. And I had that cassette for the longest time until I found that, which is the Steam Hammer pressing. So this is a European pressing, I believe. Yeah, I just love this album. My favorite Razor album. So much so that I hunted down, and I was stoked when I found this, an original pressing on Fistfight Records with the Fringe label. Man, I was so stoked when I found this, because it's an original pressing. There on Fringe Records, with the lyric sheet, and this is, I'm going to cover up my address, the original bill of sale. I had to keep it because I got it from a guy on eBay, lives in Toronto, and it was from his store on eBay is called the Record Peddler. It's called RecPed Extra. And I believe it's from the Record Peddler, which was a record shop in Toronto that promoted a lot of these metal bands: Razor, Exciter, Sacrifice, Anvil, and all those, like Dogs with Jobs, just all those. I was only in that record store a couple of times, just because it was so far off the beaten path, if I remember correctly. And when we went up, we always hit like Sam the Record Man, Sunrise Records, HMV, and then there's a couple of little mom and pop hole in the wall record shops that we found that were really cool. Up next is Open Hostility. Now this one, Violent Restitution, was the last album with Stace Sheepdog McLean. This album has Bob Reed on it, who was the new singer. And that album had Rob Mills, which was the start of his career. And this one had Rob Mills as well, along with Adam Carlo, Dave Carlo's younger brother. And I have that one on CD. Now this is a Relapse Records repress. Nice, bright, vibrant colors. Like it's so different from the original. This is a Fringe Records pressing. Now this is a Relapse Records. Look at the difference in it's almost like it was redrawn and everything. And this one's got American Luck, Brass Knuckles, Miami, Electric Torture. Anyways, I'm not a singer. Shotgun Justice. Next up this is a Relapse pressing as well, of Open Hostility. And this one had Sucker for Punishment on it. They had a video about this one. This one had John Armstrong on bass. Now, John Armstrong was on a side project with Bob Reed called SFH, which stood for Sam Effing Hain. I forget the drummer's name, Osterberg or something like that. What was his first name? Ben or something, I can't remember. Anyways, I have their first one kicking around here in my collection. But yeah, this one is the Relapse Records repress, and I have this on vinyl as well. Now this one is a War on Music pressing from 81, so I believe this one is an original pressing, if I'm not mistaken, and it's on straight black. Cool little inner shingamacwings, and this came with a little card. Now for us old guys, some of these are really hard to read, especially like on red. Now if it was black on white, it'd be a lot better. But yeah, so that one. Now I have to get Shotgun Justice and Decibels. Those are the only two vinyl I don't have. Well, and the live Osaka Japan one. I have to get those three really to complete out my vinyl collection. And I heard that High Roller Records was putting out Feel the Fire, which was, if I remember correctly, it was between Armed and Dangerous and Executioner Song. That was supposed to be their first album, but it never got put out. They're releasing it on like 15 different colored vinyl, cassette, CD, everything. And I was on High Roller Records one day and it was there and I was going to order it. Figured out I'd come back to it because it's all in euros, right? And then went back and they took it off the site. So I don't know what's going on with it. I don't know if they're releasing it, if they're not releasing it. They said they were going to, so I don't know. Up next is probably the most rare Razor album you can find, and that is Exhumed. On Discogs, this thing goes for almost $600 just for the CD. It only came out on CD. It's a double CD on Fistfight Records. It's a compilation album, and it has everything from Armed and Dangerous right up until Open Hostility. Can't remember. Yeah, up until Open Hostility. Yeah. So anyways, this is it spans their entire career. I love looking at those old pictures. Yeah. So this is probably the rarest of the rare. I found this in a used record shop about 20 years ago. This came out in 94, which is probably around when I found it. Maybe 95, 96. A couple years later. It's like I've had it for forever and a day. And then, which I don't have on CD or vinyl or cassette, and that is the last studio album that they ever put out, and it's Decibels. And this one likes to drop out on me. This one has, oh, Rich Osterbosch, that's his name. And it has John Armstrong, Bob Reed, and Dave Carlo. Now I just recently got on YouTube and I found Dave Carlo actually has a YouTube channel. I'll see if I can put the link in this. Yeah, apparently he's been battling cancer. So go on his site or on his webpage. Oh my goodness. On his YouTube page. And he tells you all about it. Basically, it's kind of why Razor has been very inactive over the last number of years. Now, what I should have done was did all the Razor related stuff that I have, like, because Bob Reed has got another band called Bob Noxious. They're kind of like a beer drinking party band kind of thing, not like Razor and the SFH stuff. But yeah, Razor Decibels, and the best song on here is Jimmy the Fly. I just love that song. Anyways, so I figured that would be my, well, did I show the back? And this one's on Hypnotic Records, actually, which is, I think it's a label from Quebec. I'm not sure. Nope, from Dundas, Ontario. Oh wow, that's up in Toronto way. Anyways, yeah, so if you guys like Razor, love Razor as much as I do, love Razor, comment below. Tell me about what your favorite stuff is, what your favorite album is, favorite song, any memories of Razor. I've never seen them live. Yeah, I know. Never seen them live. They haven't played much around this area. I think they were gonna do a show a couple years ago and it never happened, or it happened out west or wherever, I don't know. Just, I haven't been able to catch them. I would love to see Razor. I love Razor. But anyways, enough of me crooning over Razor. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you like it, subscribe your first time here. Thanks for watching. So yeah, we'll see you guys next video. Cheers.